Okay, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to continue talking about these dolls here, the Barbie Extra Minis body swaps. You can swap their heads out with Chelsea, or Kelly size heads. The girls I have are both swapped out with Chelsea sized heads. And the boy I have is swapped out with a Tommy sized head, like the modern Tommy, not the vintage Tommy. The vintage Tommy and Kelly's have bigger heads, so keep that in mind. This is the modern sized Tommy body, and this is the Chelsea body that is modern size as well. As you can see, the Chelsea body is going to be the biggest. So I know a lot of doll collectors, if they're like doing storylines, they'll have to jump from the Kelly, son of a gun. Okay, I just had to rearrange a bit, but it's cool, we're fine. So for the adult doll collectors, such as myself, sometimes we do storylines, it's very fun. But sometimes like also people are like matching their kids. Living vicariously through their kids, through their dolls, I mean. And they'll have to jump straight from the Kelly sized doll to the Chelsea sized doll. And obviously that's a pretty big jump. Actually, the Barbie Extra Mini is kind of the perfect in-between size for that. So keep that in mind. I will say for the Barbie Extra Mini, her skin is kind of tan compared to the Chelsea's. Their skin is kind of like whiter. So keep that in mind. She's very pretty. They're also very pretty. This skin tone will fit most of the dolls in this skin range. So keep that in mind. This girl, she's so pretty. She will not fit like the darker toned AA dolls, but she will, I guess this is the darker tone. My goodness. Okay, so the problem is her skin tone is so ambiguous that it's kind of hard to tell if these are AA dolls or like Hispanic dolls or something. So that's why I like to go by skin tone, but like these super dark skin tones will not fit this doll. It's more for like that first shade of brown that you start entering into that fits this. But at least you know that they're covering the color ranges for like Kelly and everything. So this should be pretty easy to find a doll to match. So as you can see, they kind of fit the clothes that Kelly can fit, so you should be able to enter swap clothing. The darker skinned one and the pink haired one that comes in the $40 kit, which I will probably not get because it's $40. They have flat feet. This doll and then this doll have pointed feet, so she wouldn't be able to stand up on her own like he can, which if you get a good balance on him, he can sit up on his own. Also, the shoes are a little big if you're like putting on Kelly or Chelsea shoes, but they kind of do work, so don't worry about that. But they also come with really cute shoes, so I'm so happy she came with some plain white boots that could go with everything. Yeah, so that's how I did it. That's how I got my articulated Kelly and Chelsea's, or Tommy. So of course I was super afraid to pop off the heads. But this was the first one I got, and she came off no problem. This one, I was kind of a little worried, you know, but she eventually came off no problem. This one, however, I was very concerned. I started to see stress marks on her neck joint, And so I put her in front of a little heater I have to kind of soften up her plastic a little bit. I didn't put her in boiling water because I didn't want to compromise their hair. Their hair is like really soft, so I didn't want to do that. But yeah, it worked out. It eventually came off the heater. Like, if you monitor it, you know, put it on in front of the heater for like about a minute or so, and the plastic should soften right up. And then these, you just kind of tug them a bit. This one was kind of hard to take off. As you can see, that like kind of joint right there, and the neck joint is like really thick compared to this one. It's a little bit wider, so you know, but it should come off no problem, you guys. I would recommend doing this. I feel like they're much cuter, they're so adorable, and they could actually hug their parents. So that was a big plus for me, and it's going to be so much easier to make clothes for them. So okay, this is what I mean by hug their parents. So you get like that whole range of motion. You can, there's just so much posable. They're so cute like this. I would highly recommend doing this. It literally looks like she's picking up her kid from daycare. That's what that looks like. But but yeah, this is so amazing. I don't know what that noise is outside. Sorry, you guys. It might be a four-wheeler. I live in the country. You're hearing roosters and four-wheelers, so that's my life. But yeah, I would highly recommend doing this. So thank you for watching. If you want to follow along with my doll stories, follow me on Instagram, Adult Doll Collector. I do make clothing for Etsy from time to time. It's 1/6 style on Etsy. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. See you guys soon. Bye.